What up, people? Man, we are back. We are back. It's been a minute, but we are back. We are most definitely back. It's been a minute. Damn, it's been a minute. All right. Shit, out here hustling and grinding. It gets like that sometimes. Yeah. Man. All right, man. We are with, oh, man, we got Calvin, man. Mr. Seymour himself, Calvin. And then we got the relationship experts said the spring.
Disclaimer. Disclaimer.
Disclaimer. How's everything going, man?
Everything's good, man.
Sounds good.
You been busy.
Yeah, I've been pretty busy, man. I'm trying to change up on some stuff, man. I've been changing up on some things and I've been pretty busy myself. How about yourself?
Yeah. Hey, I'm just waiting you out, man. I know you got a lot going on, so I just been sitting back waiting you out.
Yeah.
But we both been kind of running, so.
Yeah, you not driving with your son anymore, right?
Nah, I'm back solo now.
Okay.
Yeah, he done broke off and did the big boy thing, doing his own thing.
That's good. That's good. Now I do want to say before we get started, rest in peace, Mr. Juice. The Juice. OJ Simpson, rest in peace, my brother. Hey, you gave us everything in sports and hell, even on life. Hell, he gave us life. He gave us a lot to talk about. He gave us a lot to talk about, man.
Yeah. One thing I want to say about that, speak on that. OJ was incarcerated for taking back some of his merchandise or trying to get back some of his merchandise. And I hate to see how a lot of people bailed on him, man, and the first thing they bring up was that trial. And I feel that that's wrong, because if you have been acquitted, if you went to trial and you went through the legal system and you came out not guilty, then that should not be a part of your legacy no more. And that's the first thing they bring up. Well, it ain't about who did it or not. He went through the system and he came out, and 12 people found him innocent.
Yeah, they
So,
did.
I know a lot
They
of people
did.
put on there about time and this and that, the other. Hey, according to the law, if we going by the law of the land, that man is innocent. No matter what you think.
Exactly. And this is my thing on that. You can say about time to a man who got acquitted for a murder that we don't know for sure if he did or not. Pretty much, more than likely, I'm gonna say he didn't do. But for someone that you see walking down the street and shoot somebody and then get all kind of privileges in court, and get found not guilty, and you know he shot this person because you got it, you saw it. You got his weapon, you got everything, and you find him not guilty, but you ain't got no smoke for him, but you got all the smoke for somebody that is allegedly done murdered somebody and then found not guilty through the courts. So it's just the legal system it's crazy, and really I can't blame the legal system because the legal system will work if the people will let it work. Sure.
Yeah. So the juice.
Yeah, so peace to the Juice, man. Peace to Orenthal James Simpson. Peace to you, man. Hopefully you had a peaceful death. Hopefully. All right, man. You told me to name this topic. Keep on trucking. What you got, brother?
Oh,
What you
nothing,
got?
man. When I got into it, and I got into it. It's almost coming up on 2 years almost. So let me see, what is it? What is it now? We in April. So it's about going up too. So anyway, before I got into it, it was a real hot thing. Then when I got into it, it was still hot. I don't know if it's still picking up or not, but I know a lot of people, especially young people, jumping into it. And I'm just gonna to say some of the things. Well, some essential things for trucking. First of all, this is not a job. This is
Yeah.
not a job you're doing for money. I mean, this is not a job you want to get in just for the money, because traveling is something and driving is something you got to have passion for doing. This is not I've seen a lot of people get into it. And I see a lot of people get out of it because they just don't have the passion to drive, and a lot of people think that, I don't know what their mindset is, but if you out here and you over the road, you got over the road that's like all 48 states, and you got regional that could be sections of the United States, and then you got your local. To me, I think that over the road makes more money because you out there longer and you going more places. Regional could be the same thing too. I'm with my second company. My first company, the regional, it was cool, but I wanted more than that. That ain't really why I got into it, just to be driving regional. I wanted to do all 48 states. And the reason why I left that company, because actually my dispatcher lied to me about some things. So, anyway, that's another thing too. If you really truly want to get into it, and you get into it, you find your company, whatever company you find. First of all, it's not going to be as easy as people think to find a company. People, they say the job is abundance, which it is, but a lot of companies want people with experience. And if you're coming out fresh with the CDL, you don't have the experience. And so that was one of the things for me. Now, if it have changed over the last 2 years, I don't know. But for me, I just thought, I got a CDL, I'm good, I'm gone. And man, I actually had to shop around and find a job.
Wow.
Which was cool. I found one that, that took me slow, trained me like I should. Now I'm with a bigger company and everything. It's all good. But just don't think that because you got the CDL, because I see people right now who are actually online that's got the CDL, and they're like, man, I can't get hired. I don't know where to go. And this, that, they're looking around, they're trying to find jobs. So, like I said, you want to do all your due diligence. You want to do all your homework, man. Really try to get out there. And if you can't get in with a company right out of getting your CDL, I advise you to do that. Because once you get your experience, after a year of experience and you keep your record clean, things can become a lot easier for you. You can move a lot better because you got the year experience and you don't have nothing on your CDL. And then another thing, I guess because if you're young and you think you'd be out for a week and you get to come home for a week, that ain't something that I would advise you doing or trying to do. I was with my company and I was trying to come home every 2 weeks. And I'm gonna tell you a story. One time I was in deep Texas, man, and I gave them heads up on when I wanted to be home. This is another thing that you think about too. And I'm deep into Texas, and I wanted to be home this particular weekend. And I told them about it in advance, so they had me in Texas, and they were like, "Okay, we're trying to find your load. Just sit tight." And so it was taking so long. I'm getting impatient. I'm like, man, look. So now I'm calling myself going to use, my stand up, stand on mine. Like, look, if y'all see me, I'm leaving. I'm going home. I'm telling you that right now. So, man, I start driving, heading back to the crib. And they're like, look, don't leave. We going to find your load, but don't leave. I mean, forget that. I done told y'all knew in the van. Man, I'm going home. I said, okay, well, if you go home, just know that you're going to be paying for that fuel. Let me turn this thing back around.
Damn.
Hey, bro. Hey, man. On average, to fill up one of these things, $550.
Yeah.
Easy.
How much?
Easy. $550. $550.
$950.
$550. Fill that bad boy up. I'm like, oh, heck no. I mean, like, yeah, y'all messed up. But and not only that, man. If you're out somewhere far, if a dispatcher is your best friend. If you get it, whenever you get with a company, man, you got your dispatcher, man, really, really try to let them know how you're trying to work. I mean, really, You know what I'm saying? Because they really control a lot.
Yeah.
I wound up in my old company getting a good dispatcher, but like I said, she lied to me about some things, but it's all. and I know why she did it. You know, and it really wasn't no big thing, but they was real limited. It was only a regional thing, and I wanted all 48 states, so it wasn't too much more they could do to keep me there. So you know, I had to move on. But your dispatcher is your main thing that you want to get in, really get acquainted with, have an understanding with. Let them know what you got going on, and if you need to be home, you need to put in advance, man. Because I missed a very important funeral. I missed my uncle's funeral, which I hate to this day, man. I was way up in Minneapolis, couldn't get home, man. And
let me ask you this: what is this concept? This is what I'm getting out of this right here. I'm hearing a lot of folks that want to be what they want is to get a load, drive, and be at home that night. This is your first year. I already know, folks. I don't know what I don't know why the hell they trying to jump into something like that. You know, you haven't never drove a truck before or anything like that, but you trying to get the job where the older head.
So you want to be local. You must drive local.
Where they can be home at night with their family and stuff like that. And I agree with you on one thing. If you plan on doing this is not no job for you to look to be at home a lot of nights, especially when you first starting off, unless you just get
that first year is crucial. First year is crucial.
And then they looking for so much money their first year,
they're not gonna get that easy.
And that's what's killing me right there. I'm like, damn, when do we stop working our way up to the money?
Man, everybody want to start. Everybody want to start the race at the finish line.
Yeah.
Don't nobody want to hit a gun pop. They just want to cross it, and it don't work like that. And it never worked like that. But that's just the mentality of the day when you come in here, man. I've seen a lot. It is time consuming. I don't recommend it for anybody young, really, to be honest with you, unless here's my thing. If you fresh, especially if you're a young male, you call me biased or whatever. If you're a young man and you haven't decided what path you want to take in life yet, and so really you just wasting time anyway, I would suggest you do this. Get out, see America, travel, get a feel of some other stuff, and then when you're ready to get off the road, but don't mess up your CDL. Keep everything intact.
Yeah.
You can get off the road because there's something you can always fall back on if need be. But to get out of your surroundings and stuff like that, I think that's good for a young man that doesn't have figured out exactly which way he want to go in life. And then now, if you're an older guy that's retired or about to retire, I think it's the perfect job for you. Even with the young guys, you can take somebody with you. Most companies allow you to have a passenger. Now, I wouldn't advise you to take one of your homeboys and y'all just out here, BSing or nothing like that. Somebody that's gonna be, really a companion and really, just want to just go out with you.
Yeah.
But that's the thing that I just see a lot of people jumping there too. But they really, really need to do your homework. And if you want to do some local route, I think it's gonna be hard your first year unless you already got a company or you already hooked up with somebody that's ready for you to get your CD. I'm like, look, I got you. You know what I mean? But other than that, you kind of find one.
Don't you think that kind of defeat the purpose, though?
Yeah, it does. Now, if you ain't ready, if you ain't trying
to
make no good money,
I mean as in defeat the purpose in driving. If you're trying to, I'll put it like this: I'm getting in a truck and just to travel. I know that, but wouldn't that defeat the purpose for somebody to get in a truck and just to stay local and just basically go places where you already don't been? That's kind of, I don't know.
Yeah, you got a company like you got a company like Cisco that's in the hometown. You got Cisco, and they do have 18-wheelers. But the only thing about Cisco is now, me and you. Well, I'm gonna speak on myself. I'm a little long in the tooth, so I'm not trying to do no manual labor. I'm just trying to drop on hook trailers and move on out. Now you got a job like Cisco. They are local. If you can get on there, I hear they pay well. But you're gonna unload trucks. You're gonna go to your destination. You're gonna unload. You're gonna do all the other little, stuff you got to do. I mean, that's what you want to do. That's fine. But I understand what you're saying. If you want to get into trucking and just be local driver, I think they kind of pay by the hour too. So, if you're just looking for a job,
no,
I ain't trying to swing this big 53-foot truck around the city that I live in. Trust me.
Hell no. Hell no. And for those who don't know, I have gotten into trucking now. I'm trying to jump into trucking and change my lifestyle, I'm on a new journey. I'll put it like that. I see myself on a new journey.
Yeah.
My former employee, I like him to be, but I'm still there. They showed me business sense wise. They did show me business wise, but as a company, I didn't too much like working there. Well, I don't too much like working there. I'll put it like that. But I'm still there. And it's up to me to go on and do what I got to do to get on.
But you had the opportunity to get in trucking earlier.
I had the opportunity, and I should have went ahead and took it. It was CR England that actually I was supposed to have been going to Utah for 5 to 6 weeks and
beautiful place.
Over there.
Utah is beautiful, but go ahead.
Is it?
Oh yes.
And that's why I was supposed to have been going to Utah to do that over there, man. And I should have did it, but I guess that wasn't in the cards then. I don't know if that's I know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I tell you one thing I noticed. It's a little off subject, but I have noticed since I've been doing this, I'm resting better. It's like Nissan is kind of like I don't know. What was that you said about the damn? Forgot what you had said. You had said once to me, a peace of mind. That line you said about the peace of mind. Yeah, a peace of mind.
My thing is, if you get to a point, I don't care anybody, whatever job you're doing, if you leave your job to retire and go home and sit down, or if you're retiring to get into another phase of your life, if you can walk out on your own terms and get into something that you really feeling passionate about doing, then hey, this is, I can't talk about it. You don't want to come out, you don't want to be carried out of anywhere, broken down, and you can enjoy the rest of your life. Now,
right?
To those who like where they at, fine. Those who want to change,
each
that's
his own
too. Yeah, to each his own. So that's all it is.
Now, I will say, some people, you got to know when to say when, and I always say some people don't know when to say when. Hey, I don't fault that battle, and I'm done with that battle right there, man. That's a stressful battle to be fighting, and it's not good. I was talking to a little cat here today, man, and I was telling him about some of the experiences I've had at Nissan, and I brought up the experience about the manager that we first had back there on weekend shift. The weekend, and on how that individual came at me and how I responded when they came at me. I'm like, and the dude told me I was the problem. What? I'm no. I'm like, you know me. No. You don't get to talk to me like that. One, I tried to slow you down. I tried to hold you in your horses. Maybe you'll catch yourself. I'm like, what's that all about? Calm down. I tell you to calm down. Now you're in the position to know, okay, maybe he's right. I need to calm down and come at him a little bit better than what I'm coming at. And then you go harder? No, hold up. And then when you get the same energy, you want to jump in victim mode? No, hell no. And then
like
I know one cat was over there talking about, well, you know, some people, man, you just got to let them know that right there is called soft shoe cooning, and I'm not doing that. Hell to
but
the
you be coming up with some phrases.
No, that's not my phrase.
Soft shoe, I never heard that. Soft shoe cooning. Okay.
Yeah, that's called soft shoe cooning, and we ain't gonna do that. We're gonna calm down. We're gonna talk to each other like adults, and that's what I was trying to get through their heads, that some people, especially, and this is what I've seen working in the plant that I'm working in now. They're hiring too many. They putting too many young folks in position of a management or leader position over some older guys and women, and they got them folks talking to them like they're 5 and 6 years old. That's not that don't sit well. But to me, it sit well. Do what?
I said it's not going to end well either.
No, it's not going to end well, because some folks are going to be like, why you, come on now. And I was trying to tell them, this is not about work. It's about work, but it's not about work. It's about how you was raised. Because as old as I am, I'm still not finna come at someone older than I am disrespectful, unless they finna come disrespect. I see they coming at me, and I'm gonna still be trying to slow them down. What's all this about? It's how you were raised. If you were raised unpolite, you're gonna speak to people fucked up. If you were raised to be polite to others, you're gonna be polite to them regardless of how the shit was coming. Come out. Come on. That's it. I don't want to hear this is a job. No, it's a job, but at the end of the day, you also supposed to know how to talk to someone too.
Yeah. That's just period. That's just respect across the board. But one thing I say about black people, we think that we gotta handle each other with a hard hand all the time.
All the time.
Ice Cube had that song "Black Police Showing Out for the White Cop." Because this is how you're supposed to handle these type of people, and that ain't necessarily true.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have that type of mentality toward one another. Especially like I said, if it's work. One thing I ain't never have a problem with. You ain't never get into an argument with me about work. That just ain't gonna happen. Once I find out the mechanics and of how things supposed to go, and this how you're supposed to run it, that's all I need to know, and I'll take it from there. We ain't gonna have no issue. Now, if you change something, then let me know it's changed. But other than that, nah, we ain't gonna finna get to about work now.
Well, yeah, and then the dude was kind of making it seem like, once you don't say that was the problem, which, okay, if that's what you think, oh well. Then you want to say that you got to do what they say do. First of all, let's get something straight. I'm gonna do exactly what that person tells me to do. Let me tell you why. Because anything fucks up, I'm coming right at them. When they come at me, I'm gonna come back at them. This is what you asked me to do, and I told you I did exactly what you asked me to do. Now, if you want to point a finger at somebody, turn it around, point it at yourself.
Accountability, yeah.
And that's it. Have some accountability, and we'll just leave that at that. Because don't point no finger at me when you ask me to do something a certain way, and I do it from 1 to 10, just like you asked me to do it. And then when it don't work out the way you say it was going to work out, you want to sit there and say, well, no, I didn't tell you that. Yes, sir, you did. Yes, ma'am, you did. That's exactly what you did. Because I'm going to do exactly what you asked me to do. It's like with the truck driving, what we doing now. I'm in I'm doing my bagging maneuvers right now. Okay. We got the straight bag and we got the offset left and right. Now, with the offset right, I got that pretty good with my offset right. But I'm keep on trying to do offset right when I do my offset left, because I'm kind of crooked like that, flicked it
But
like
how you
that.
figured out that the wheels turn different than the car too, opposite
Yeah, yeah.
to work the trailer? There's something that might be throwing you off.
No, it's like on my offset right, you know, I hit that pretty decent, right? And then when I go to doing my offset left, I'm trying to do an offset right.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do an offset right, and I get paused in my offset lefts, and then I get paused doing the offset left, and I'll be trying to do the offset right, so I got to pause and remember what I'm doing. That's all.
Yeah. It's just a time thing, man. You're gonna spend majority of your time driving 98 to 99% of your time driving forward. You won't even be doing
Driving
that.
forward anyway.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But to speak on now, that is a bonus that since you brought it up. Now that's one thing about trucking. Even if you company driver or you own your own, either which way it go, you are your own boss. You regulate your time and how you move. You have no co-workers. You have no supervisor. So you managing yourself all the time. You got to know when you can leave, when you got to sit down to get loads to where they need to be, and this and that, on the third. So you don't have things like other, your company. You got co-workers. Man, I do not know, other than people that I see in the Prime truck. I don't know nobody working Prime, and I don't know them. I just, we just know we drive for the same company, and we might give each other what's up and holler at each other for a little hot second, but. You know what I'm saying? There's you know what I'm saying? I don't have a boss. I don't have nobody telling me, hey, man, you need to do this. You need that. Hey, it's driving. Make sure I get there. Make sure I have hopefully have no wrecks or nothing like that. Just keep it safe.
Mm-hmm. No.
Yeah. So that is a plus. That's a plus.
That's a big plus.
Yeah.
Now, doing my bagging, right?
Yeah.
This goes back to my story. What I do with my bagging, dude, they'll show you how to do your bagging, your hour and all that stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, I do exactly what the dude be telling me. Sometimes I get lost, especially with my left, I get lost on that once I do my hour and jumping into my, I've got it cornered to make my little 115. Doing that, you got to hit that straight back for a little minute.
Right.
For a second or two. I get lost on that, but I'm doing exactly what you asked me to do. Now, if I get out of line, I do this, I do that, whatever the case may be. Now, you may need to look at your own training and what you're doing. Because if you asking me to do this and I do it, and hell, I started off in the lane, and when I finish, hell, I'm in Timbuktu. As one of my trainers, German, be saying, "Damn, you was in the lane. Damn, you ended up in Timbuktu." And now, if I'm doing this, and I'm doing exactly what you asked me to do, and I'm way off, you may need to look at yourself and see what the hell you doing wrong.
Yeah.
And that's what I was trying to get through them dudes in. Now, don't put the blame on me about how somebody else is thinking. Right. I'm only doing what they asked me to do.
Yeah. But I'll tell you, it's funny that you brought that up, because I remember the first time I did backing the tractor. I had it straight. I'm feeling good. I'm like, okay, this bad boy ain't moving. I'm good. I damn near jackknife. The trailer was turned like a man, I was at an L, man. I'm like, oh shit.
Hell, you trying to do a damn 90, wasn't you?
Man, look, I was looking at my tractor and it's straight as can be, but that trailer was gone. I said, man, but like I said, it's all. So when you start speaking about some of the things I can remember that I did, but all of it is really, when it comes down to it, it's gonna wind up being straight bagging.
Yeah, straight bagging.
Get yourself doing whatever you got to do to put yourself in position to go straight back. That's basically all it is. But you got, so the guy told me when I did that, he said, man, pull all the way back forward, get your trailer and your tractor in alignment. Look at your mirrors on a swivel. That's what you do. So you'll know where you go. And the slower you go, the better it is. If you go fast, man, you're gonna mess up fast. But that's one of them things you just you'll get used to it.
And we got one trainer over here on that dude Jeremy. He's pretty good, man. Actually, he's real good. He did my PTI with me, and somehow or another he's supposed to be straight PTI, but he ended up over there doing the bagging because of something. I don't know what it was. I'm glad he is over there because he actually showing you, once he showed you the maneuver, and once he showed you the steps how to get through it and everything, he'll sit there and kind of like, I think the first time he walked me through it, he talked to me on walkie-talkie, walked me through it. Second time, he just caught every mistake that I made. Third time, I had to do it by myself.
Do you have one of my biggest issues that I had was oversteering.
Yeah, he always talk about that. Yeah, he always talk about that oversteering. Always.
That was one of mine. That was one of my biggest things that I had to learn to control. So, yeah, it's just a process, though, man. I've been glad when you get out here, man. This, like I said, you know, if you haven't, like, for me, Missouri, Mississippi, Texas, and Atlanta were the only places I've really ever been. So the older that I got, now that I'm at this age, and I mean, I ain't never been out west past Texas.
I don't think I ever been out past west but once. I ended up going to Minnesota once.
So yeah. So you go to all these different places, man. Like I said, you get to see different things, how things move, how a lot of it's overpopulated, how a lot of the areas underpopulated. Some have no population.
Yeah.
But you know, it just, and then it's crazy to me how things change from East Coast to West Coast.
Let me ask you this: what's the worst traffic you done went through, as in real congested? Atlanta. I keep on hearing about that. Atlanta, is that damn bad?
It's bad, bro. Now I'm gonna tell you something. Atlanta's bad, but if you go 95 go from New York all the way down to Florida. You go 95 at the right time, you stuck. Especially going through DC and places like that. 95 pretty bad too, but I haven't been over there that as much. Atlanta is bad. Atlanta. Now don't get that confused with Georgia as a whole. Just Atlanta, just the city of Atlanta is pretty bad.
Have you been in New York yet?
I've been around New York.
Yeah. So they stuff ain't that bad?
New Jersey. Yeah, I was on 95 and it was bad.
Well, how about California? Because I heard that shit's supposed to be
bad. It's bad. I'm gonna
so as in, when you say bad, you mean congestion, like bad? Like?
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you the difference between California and Atlanta. To me, California, you can expect it because it's pretty populated. So around 5 o'clock, between 4 and 7, man, it's bad. It's congested, bumper to bumper. Atlanta, same way, but Atlanta, and hey, shout out to my peoples in Atlanta. They got some crazy drivers, man. And it's just not gonna be just Atlanta. Atlanta is pretty wild, but you're gonna see a lot of people that don't mind, will rather jump in front of an 18-wheeler than to jump in front of a car. As if the impact gonna be less or something.
If they only knew it takes a whole motherfucking football field to stop one of these motherfuckers. The distance on a football field to stop one of these motherfuckers. Yeah.
But some essentials you need to have, I would say some of the essentials you need to have especially when you start trucking, you need to have a flashlight, raincoat, pair of gloves, and some bolt cutters. And you need to have those. Those are some things.
Bolt cutters? What's some bolt cutters?
Because you're gonna have some seals that they have like some real thick wiring, and some have some, I don't even know what they think of, like a capsule. Sometimes you gotta break them seals. For the most part, majority of the time this is gonna be plastic or some little thin metal, but then you're gonna run across some like stuff. Go to Walmart and some of the bigger places, they have some different type of seals that lock up, and and everything that I just mentioned, other than the gloves, I already knew about the gloves because I knew you're gonna be pumping fuel. But the raincoat, all these things the other things I named, I learned that the hard way. You gotta have a raincoat.
I can imagine that right there.
You got a
Cause you
raincoat, bro. It
that
rained
rain
on me
gonna be
last night.
everywhere.
Man, it rained last night. I was in Wisconsin. And
okay.
It wasn't coming
it's coming
straight down.
Towards this way too, ain't it?
Well, it might be. Where I was looking, it actually was going up north. I was in Wisconsin, and the rain was coming sideways. So my legs and all. So I got a whole rain suit, so I was good. You're gonna need a flashlight, and if you get 2 or 3 of them, make sure you got batteries, or make sure you have one that's rechargeable. And what I say? Oh, bolt cutters. And if you are a person that eat like Vienna sausages and sardines, tuna packs and all that, I advise you to stack up on that, because it might be sometimes you might be at a shipper or a receiver rather. You might be docked somewhere in there, and they might take anywhere between 5 to 10 hours to unload you. You ain't got no food. I learned that the hard way in Illinois. Stomach rumbling. Didn't have nowhere to go get no food.
Damn. Stomach rumbling.
And I was on call. Like, I had to sit there and wait at that, because once they call you, if you don't come, then that calls somebody else. And you got to get your load off. So, you know what I'm saying? No pun intended, but you got to get your load off. But you want to go ahead and do that, man. It's I enjoy it. I have not. The only part I don't like is people cut you off and people don't know how to drive when they get off the off ramp to get onto the highway. That's the worst part to me.
You say getting off the off ramp?
Getting off, they come on the traffic. They come on well, I call it off of the traffic, but yeah. Get onto the freeway.
Yeah.
I don't know if people get intimidated by trucks. If you are intimidated by a big rig, you shouldn't be on the highway, period. And
what you mean? What's going on?
Okay. You already know, like you just said, it take about a football field to stop us. And for the life of me, anybody, and then you got to be in a rig. Anybody that goes onto a freeway, they have to actually slow down or stop to get onto the freeway, they don't need to be on the freeway, period.
Hell no.
If traffic going 65, what makes you think you're going to get on there at 35?
That's a good damn question. That is a good damn question. I hate when folks do that dumb shit.
And they do that a lot. And another thing that'll piss you off too. So sometimes you might be able to break down and let them in front of you. So they going slow. So you done broke down, they done jumped in front of you, and then they speed up. Like, man, you could have just got on this thing at 65 and we would have been rolling. You done slowed me down, get in front of me, now you take off. Now I got to build back up.
Yeah. They're like you in motherfucking Trans Am or some shit.
Man, they really think that you are in a small car. And if you, like I said, you have those type of foods, and like me, I got me a hot plate and a skillet. I got me a place I can boil water or boil stuff that I need to, because you really gonna have to get into a habit. Unless you just want to eat fast foods, get into a habit, because you don't have ample parking. So you want to get into the habit of whatever you like to make. Get your refrigerator, and you can do all the things you want to do. If I had all my stuff filled up to capacity, because I'm on my way home now, so I'm looking bare. I ain't gonna try to show nobody none of that. But if I have it set up like when I first start off, and I mean, if you still gonna have to make stops though. You still have to make stops.
I think I'm gonna be actually ready to do this shit, man, because I've been wanting to do some traveling anyway, and I think I'm gonna be actually ready for this. I think I feel the my first week or two, it'll be whenever I have to bag up and something, that nervousness will probably catch me right then and there. When my first time bagging into a dock, that will probably get me. Right out here, I ain't nervous at all, man, because
Right.
I'm looking to have certain mistakes right now. I'm looking for certain mistakes.
And man, look, I was in Louisiana one time, and I had to back into this dock, and they had a small parking lot. Their parking lot had where it had the cars in it, as well as where you're supposed to dock at. And it was small. It was so small I couldn't turn the truck around in it. I had to drive up an alley and back up across a road like Lake Harbor.
Yeah.
I had to back all the way up an alley, get my truck straight, and back over a street like Lake Harbor.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
At night?
It was early in the morning. It was like 5 in the morning. I was like, man, thank God it was early, because it was like during they busy day. I don't know what would have happened.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna be in a situation where you just gotta be aggressive, man. I was blowing my horn and honking my highway horn as I was backing up, let them know, hey, I can't see you. So, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Backing up into the dock ain't gonna be no problem. I think your problem probably be more like mine was just backing up in between trucks at these truck stops.
Now somebody did say that. Now I talked to Wade, and Wade told me that's what's gonna be. Sometimes you'll find a small narrow space where you can get your truck bagged into, and you're gonna have to do what he called a 45. Take it, see where you're gonna be at, turn that something at 45, get that end back there, get up there, go straight. And he said that something it'll walk itself in there every time.
I do 45s. That's what I do.
That's what you be doing on 45?
Every time, every chance I get, no matter dock or anywhere else, I 45.
Okay.
Pretty simple. That's the best way to me. Huh?
Pretty simple.
Yeah, that's the best way to me.
Damn.
That's the best way to me. I do 45-degree angle, baby.
Yeah.
Get it on in there. Get it in there.
Yeah.
Done. Yeah. But it's a lot. It's a lot of little tricks to doing a lot of the stuff that, you know, you'll learn all of it. My first time. That probably wasn't my first time, but I was I won't say I was in Kentucky. I might have been in Tennessee, and I was at this. I was at really one of the parking lot, but a lot of trucks was over there, and man, they was lined up so pretty, man. Everybody was nice and tight in there, and man, I wanted to be alone. I didn't want to be the oddball, and I wanted to be just like everybody else. Man, hell, I hit a truck.
God damn.
Yeah.
No.
Man, I heard him honking and everything. Bah, 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 bah. I so hit him. It wasn't. I didn't do no serious damage, but.
Well, shit. At least you ain't no virgin no more. You ain't no virgin no more. You got your cherry pop.
Yeah. Like, you know, you got your blind side and your sight side. I always try to put myself where I can see on my sight side. Every blue moon, you might get one where you just have to do a blind side. But I do all my sight side. Every chance I get.
Sight side.
Sight side.
Sight side. That right there was going to get me right there, because I think next week or by the end of this week, I'm going to be on that right there doing them blind sides and sight sides and that damn parallel. That's going to be a month.
Parallel wasn't that bad. I'm going to tell you what makes a difference in a lot of that too. They talk about your tandems, right?
Yeah.
Your back wheel, a lot of that got to do how you got your tandem set. Them tandems up too far, they up under you too much, you're gonna hit something.
Why is that?
Because you looking at your tires turning, then you still got a big old gap with your trailer. I really got to show you. It's kind of hard to explain. I don't have my tandems all the way up under me, but they're good to have up under you when you just know you just gonna just drive a whole lot of drive, especially driving through cities. You're gonna have them up under you. But once you get to a spot where you want to park or something, it's best to not have them all the way up under you. It's better to have them closer to the back.
Okay. That's all.
A lot to it, man. I tell you, man, to get out here and like I said, you travel, man, you see things, and actually, I'm getting me but I do have that YouTube channel set up now, and I'm just putting in where I'm driving it. I ain't finished it up. I'll give it to you when I get it done. But
Yeah.
I'm putting the scenery that I'm seeing.
Yeah. Throw it on there and check it out, man. Hell yeah.
I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna advertise it on there once I get it right. I ain't been tinkering with it. I really just set it up a couple of weeks ago, but I'm like, man, I got to really get down on it.
That's all right, done.
But like I say, if you something that people are interested in getting into, man, really, really, if you know somebody that drives trucks, it's best to talk to them, especially somebody that drives a truck that's fairly new. You don't really want to talk to a lot of old heads unless you just really trust them, because sometimes you can get to people that know, that's been doing it for so long, to them that it ain't really nothing to them. You know what I mean? Yeah. Talk to people as if you know a lot of stuff, which you don't. I talked to matter of fact, one of the guys from the company I drive with now, man, said that he was driving for like 28 years, man, and said he never saw nothing. It was just working.
He never saw nothing?
He said he couldn't name how many times he's been across America. It just worked. Getting that going. That's all he was and he said that's one of his biggest regrets in life.
Wasn't enjoying what he was doing.
So he said, man, y'all get out here, get y'all an Uber, drive y'all around, man. He said, man, go check your piece. He said, man, I ain't. He said, that's all he did. Because that's what he thought that's all he had to do, just roll. I was like, man.
I know when I be doing that Uber and Lyft, I pick up a lot of truck drivers, and they be like, man, where's your strip clubs, where everybody be hanging at and shit like that? Because I had called you several times about, I thought a couple of eatery places to eat at.
Yeah, there's those people that probably out here and they probably had to do a 34-hour reset and they just want to do something different. Yeah.
Need something to do on that 34-hour reset shit. Yeah.
I know when my first company, they had a lot of man, they just sent me to the smallest hole in the wall cities that didn't have nothing around.
Damn.
I'm like, come on, man. And like every time I had to be somewhere 34 hours, wasn't nothing around but a gas station. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy, man.
I get what is that? 3 people in here? Shit, y'all hit me on this comment, man. I want y'all to ask the Springer a question, but we're gonna have to do our segment of Ask the Springer. I have 3 of y'all in here. Somebody hit him and ask him something, anything.
Yeah.
Where you on? You said you over there. Where you in? Are you in Central or West?
Central. I'm almost in Missouri now, though. Yeah, I'll be home in a minute.
In a minute, huh? That's a minute to your ass because you've been driving. Let me get out there. I'm gonna be like, shit, damn, this minute ain't gonna never come to fucking to
the main thing I'm gonna tell you too: know how to operate, know how to use those clocks. Know exactly what that means to use how to operate your clock. Because you got 3 clocks you go by. You got your 8-hour clock, you got 11-hour clock, you got a 14. You want to, as a lot of people get caught up on that, but you really need to understand how that works.
Yeah.
So
I'm quite sure they're gonna show me that once I get past all this shit.
You want to make sure you put yourself in a position where you can really understand that.
Yeah, I think somebody tested out. Test out to get their CDL right now, if I'm not mistaken.
So do y'all go to the would somebody come out there and test them?
Yeah.
You said
Yeah,
y'all
they have to
y'all
do
not
that.
using the stick.
What you mean?
Y'all not using the stick.
No, we automatic. Automatic. Everything is automatic.
Man,
And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that's when they stopped it. When y'all got cause who was that? Somebody said, I bet you said know how to use them damn sticks. I was like, I said, no, I think Said was on that automatic. Until I talked to you and you were like, no, we were with a stick. Damn.
Bro, and
I can drive a stick. I just prefer not to drive. I can drive a stick. I prefer not to drive it in a truck.
Man, look, all them cats up here, the old head, man, you ain't no trucker, you're not driving no stick. I ain't trying to be a trucker, bro. And I know a lot of older guys that have been, man, they knees messed up now to this day. Like, man, hell, damn that stick.
Hell yeah.
You can call me whatever you want to call me. I ain't got to have it.
Completely up.
All
you
that.
old as hell. Be fucking your knees. What's that? Yeah, that's her testing. Hell, she probably taking her time trying to make sure she get that shit right.
Man, I tell you. But yeah. Well, Cam, let me get on up, man. I think I'm finna kick up a little dust anyway.
All right, man, go on do your fizzle, man. I'm finna call it a day. This is your boy Calvin from CMO TV, and we got Cedric the Springer. And we gonna get out of here. Y'all know my old saying. I'm gonna be seeing your ass when I see you. Peace.
All right.